And for the first time in 2021's regular season, we can say it, 7 hours of commercial-free football start now.
What's up, Ock?
What's up, y'all? Y'all heard what I said, Sports Entertainment Podcast. Here with your boys, Toe. These with D. They don't want none. Y'all already know what we ready to talk about. It's that time of the year. NFL season is back, baby. So we're going to get right into it. The defending Super Bowl two-time defending champions, Kansas City Chiefs, they kicked off against the Baltimore Ravens in a good Thursday night game. Mm-hmm. But y'all seen what happened. The Chiefs came out with the win because of Isaiah Likely stepped out of bounds in the last second to try to tie the game, Kevin Durant style. My question is, and it's a two-part question, are the Chiefs poised for the first ever repeat ever in NFL?
Of course.
And the other part is who are the biggest threats to the throne them this season?
Maybe the Ravens, I guess. In the AFC. And you still got the 49ers always in the NFC. That's my take so far.
I think that it's 50-50. They have the best chance of three-peating, definitely, since even a better chance than my Patriots did better than 20 years ago. They got a better chance. Their biggest threat to them winning the Super Bowls over the last 2 years have been their receiving core. Mm-hmm. And it looks solid first game of the season. Rashee Rice looked comfortable, worthy, like, let me get up in here. The only person that I worried about was Kelsey.
I'm not even worried about him.
I was worried about him on my bets.
That's the only thing. It's the first game of the season. I'm not worried about him.
I'm worried about Kelsey because, honestly, at some point you got to decline. And to me, Noah Gray never been a bad backup.
Yeah.
So I could see Noah Gray taking some work away from
They did just resign Noah Gray to a 3-year, $18 million deal.
I remember them asking. They said they asked Kelsey,
all of the greats
you want to
at
take
some point.
Do you want to take a lesser role?
Had to take a seat. Antonio Gates started getting his spot taken by Parham and them. So, I mean, at some point, even the greats,
the man say,
I get your spot took, bro.
I said, come on, y'all, how they messed it up. All right, for me, I think it's three teams. They have a great chance because they're the Chiefs. They actually got better because they added a receiver in Xavier Worthy, the fastest 40 time ever. And you see, they still got that defense. They lost one of their main defensive people, but they still got a top 10 defense. So I see three teams. I see the 49ers. As you see, they've been like that good for the last several years. The Detroit Lions, because they should have beat them if Dan Campbell ain't keep going for it. Last year, they should have made it to the Super Bowl.
They was change your ways for one game, bro.
And my other team are the team that the Chiefs just beat, the Baltimore Ravens. Because all the Baltimore Ravens have to do is just get their offense together.
I actually agree with all three of them, and I actually think those are the only three. And the 49ers may be the best bet because the 49ers seem to be the only team where there's not one spot that you have to have somebody there. Like Christian McCaffrey not being there, Mason stepped up. That's not like Brock Purdy wasn't Mr. Irrelevant. Debo, you don't know if you're a wide receiver or running back sometime. He can be missing, he can be there. Like sometimes, like Jennings was the leading receiver. Yes, so I'm like, they're not anybody who needs a star player or needs a person to be consistent in a position to be successful. Mm-hmm. It's literally next man up on the Niners.
The Niners just have a good all-around team.
Whereas Lions might be the most dangerous of all of them. Because like they just got talent on all ends, from the offensive line to the secondary of the defense. Like everywhere you go, it's a skilled player. Mm-hmm. And the Ravens is just. It's about camaraderie with them. If they can get it together, the whole season.
Stop getting them illegal formations.
I feel like the illegal formations, that wasn't their fault. I honestly feel like this is one of the first, I hate Cowboys fans and I hate Ravens fans. But this is one of those rare occurrences where the Ravens fans, they had a point. There were too many illegal formations. And I seen guys actually checking with the refs.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And the refs weren't answering them, but then immediately throwing flags. I feel like it was purposely contradictive to the point to make sure Kansas City didn't lose this opening game to solidify the narrative and storyline that they have a chance at a 3.
And I've seen some other times where me and my homie, but not always talk about it, where you see other times where they don't call on the other team.
Yeah.
I've seen the Chiefs a bunch of times where the person wasn't lined up on the line of
game
scrimmage.
was a solid.
Chiefs, it wasn't that. They were just fucking on false starts and not calling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This game was a solid confirmation of Chiefs and refs against opponents, because this was more. I feel like they had more stat against the Ravens this game than the AFC Championship game last year. It was like, bro, whatever we gotta do to put Mahomes in the best situation to not make us look bad, because we already got our scripts for first take, for get up, for right. That's what it felt like to me. I mean, the game was still good, but it cannot consistently be we praising the Chiefs. But at the same time, we always got some skepticism, questionable situations, because every time we praise them, there's some stuff with the referees. There's some missed calls. This should have been called. Whereas, if these things actually did get called, would the Chiefs even be in a position they're in to be in those situations to be champions? Because sometimes we don't want to look at the past, but sometimes that stuff matters.
I told you, when teams start getting good, that's when they start cheating for them. They started doing it for the Warriors. They started for the Chiefs. They did it with the Patriots, the Seahawks. As soon as teams start getting good, they start cheating for them.
The Seahawks, and I blatantly seen them cheating for the Seahawks. So I didn't even like them that much no more.
That gets you the 15. It wasn't inside the opening. This is the speedy man, Xavier Worthy, the fastest man to the end zone right away. His first touch, a Kansas City touchdown. Oh, man.
We needed our auto racing guys here to call this one. Watch him take this turn, 4.21 seconds. No more worries about whether or not Kansas City has any speed. Beep, beep, here he comes. Golly.
Xavier.
Enough to overturn.
Oh, that's on the line, isn't it? You think?
Terry McCauley's going to have to make this call, but it looks like that toe's on the line, Terry.
I agree completely.
Not much of a
All right, let's go. So while we're still talking about this, so let's talk about. I know the season just started, but who are y'all top 5 power rankings so far? And word to Stephen A. Smith, keep in mind.
The list is fluid.
The list is fluid.
That's a good question.
That's a good question. Just random up the head, not in no particular order. I feel like you got to keep the Ravens in there, because
Yeah, you ain't got to put them in no particular order.
The last 2 losses to the Chiefs have literally been right there in the opening season against the defending champions. So the Ravens, the Chiefs.
You say it, and I'll tell you if we all agree with what you said.
Lions good against the Rams, and in that case, I have to keep them in there. I want to put the 49ers in there, but they went up against a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, so I won't put them in there. What I will do to the surprise, I'm going to put the Buffalo Bills in the top 5 because of they always have a chance. The script is flipped a little bit. No Stephon Diggs, but did we not just see what they did this weekend against the Cardinals? Now, like I said, this could be switched up a lot of ways. And the 5th team, but just on a fly like this, just to make people mad. Let's put the Cowboys in there. No, 5. They blew out the bum ass barn.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of them, but I would say, for me, I would say the Ravens. Even though they lost, but they were right there.
Yeah, and you against the defending champions.
I would put a tie between the Bills and the Eagles. Because ain't nobody really talk about the Eagles. We ain't really talk about the Eagles like that. They got Saquon. They look good against the Packers. Their offense look good. We got to see about that defense. I'm going to leave the Cowboys off right now, but then I'm going to put the Lions, the 49ers, and Chiefs.
Okay.
They all look good coming out their performances.
Yeah, good performances. Like I said, you can only take what you can take from week 1.
I got
You're definitely going to get a clear view.
The Chiefs, Kansas City, Detroit, Dallas, Houston.
You can put Houston. That's another one.
And probably Philly.
That's tough when
And
he got
Philly
the coach shirt say Houston.
Philly
Ain't it? Yeah,
Philly
Coach
/
fan is.
Buffalo. Because that was a good ass game.
The only reason
and remember they played each other for the AFC South Championship and they made the playoffs.
The only reason I left the Cowboys out was because Deshaun Watson looked like he didn't know Deshaun Watson just looked completely terrible.
The Cowboys defense just couldn't play.
No, Deshaun Watson looked terrible.
You know what Deshaun Watson remind me of? Deshaun Watson remind me of that year when motherfuckers ain't give a damn if the season wasn't over, how much money they owed him. They got rid of Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah, he was terrible, yeah.
Deshaun Watson looking like a Jamarcus Russell-esque. Like, I don't give a fuck if we owe you the rest of this $200 million.
All right, that was a good set of power rankings he did. All right.
Second and goal. Mason bobbling it, but a touchdown. You got the double team here, and then watch Kittle and Deebo Samuel and the job that they do and how they just open it up. And then Jordan Mason, you have